All right, we're rolling.
My name is Ken Davenport. I'm a Broadway and off-Broadway producer in New York City. I create shows, develop them, and then try to get a lot of people to see them.
And tell me a little bit about the advice that you would give somebody right now if they were interested in investing in theater as an investment.
Well, I think there's a lot of correlation between the business world and the arts world when you're thinking about it from a business perspective. And I actually follow Peter Lynch's philosophy of investing, which is you invest in the products that you love the most, that you use every day. You have to be unbelievably passionate about the product, about the project, about the show, whatever it is. You have to love it because it's such a high-risk investment, without a doubt. So you want to make sure that you love it to death, so that if it doesn't work, it's going to be okay because it was worth it.
Are there any things you need to look for to mitigate your risk?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. You know, just like if you were investing money in a mutual fund, you'd want to look at the management team of a musical, just like you would look at who's managing your fund. You want to look at the producer, what their track record is. You want to look at the staff members that they have involved. You want to look at the creative team, etc. Spider-Man raised $65 million. It's a lot of money, 3 times the amount of money that's ever been raised for a musical before. Why? Well, if I was going to do a $65 million musical, I'd put it behind Julie Taymor and U2 as well. That creative team is why so many people stepped up and said, I want to go behind this. The business world is very similar to the arts world. If Steve Jobs was starting a new company tomorrow, he'd have a lot of people that were willing to back him. So look at your creative team, but make sure you've looked at the project as well and make sure that you love it.
Great. And what if I'm a playwright and I think I've got a good intellectual property on my hands? How would I go about selling my big idea?
Well, that's the challenge, you know, but selling a play is just like selling a new internet company. It's all about the person. I find that in the theater, people invest in the people even more than the project sometimes as well. You have to be very passionate about what you've created. You've got to be a salesman just like anything else. You got to get out there and meet a lot of people that are willing to support you as well as your project. So polish up on your salesmanship and get out there and find some people that will get behind you.
When you say they have to be willing to support you as well as your project, does that mean that they have to like you?
Absolutely. You know, the first investment I ever took from someone, I was pitching this project to him, and I was really doing my A1 salesman, had my A1 salesman hat on it. The guy stopped me and said, I'm going to write you a check for $25,000 right now, right here. And I was like, great. And then he said, but I don't think the project is going to work. And I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And I, needing to know why people do things, said to him, why are you doing this if you don't think it's going to work? And he said exactly that. He said, I invest in people, not in projects. I believe in you. I like you. We've been doing some fun stuff together, and I want to support you. And also, I believe that if this one doesn't work, you're going to have another or another or another that will. So I'm going to get in with you now because we're going to have a long career of investing and producing shows together.
Wow, how flattering.
Yeah, it was a wonderful thing for someone to say, and I find that more often than not. And that's what you want. You want people that are going to be with you for the long haul. That's why you have to treat everyone very well, especially in high-risk investment vehicles. You want to make sure that they understand everything that's going on and that they know how high risk it is, so that if this one doesn't work, they'll come back again and invest in the next one and the next one until you get your wicket.